What is up, guys? And in today's video, we're going to be recapping the Campinas Pro Bikini Show. So they didn't post any pictures from the show on NBC News Online, and I don't think anybody was talking about it or recapping the show, but all photo credits and videos go to Muscle Contest International's page. And the person who was interviewing the athletes and did the videography, I believe, for the show is this person right here. His name is Vitor, I believe. So this is him. When I click on the video, it's just him interviewing the athletes. This girl won the fit model. This is her second time winning two back-to-back overalls and winning her class. Her name is Mayara Hota. I have talked with her. She is nationally qualified, and they do have fit model at the Arnold South America, Arnold Brazil, that they're going to be having in early April. So she's one to look out for, especially with this new division, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, the one standout in wellness here, her name is Francielli. Not Francielli Matos. Francielli, I can't find the name. Kawashima. This girl's genetics are insane. But I mean, wellness, Brazil pretty much owns it. I mean, those long glute insertions are insane genetics. But the same coach, Jaime Le, who won the overall, who won the not the overall, the show for Pro Bikini, his amateur won the overall for wellness. So now she'll be nationally qualified, and whatever pro qualifier she goes for and wherever she goes, that's someone we need to look out for. Pink is fine on her. The tan's fine. I would just like her hair to be one color versus highlights. Like that's dark, just going all the way. Much better. But she carries a lot of muscle. And that's the thing with these girls in Brazil. Like those girls were getting like second to like six, and they're doing shows in South America, they're doing shows in Europe, and they're not qualifying. I guarantee if they came to the States, they would probably be winning a lot of shows. Like that one girl who won Romania, and she kept getting second, and then I think she's in the States right now. Hold on, I gotta find who I'm talking about. I'll show you guys. Her name, I think her name is like Mariani. Let me see here. Her name's like Italian, I believe. Here you go. Mari. This one. You see from her last. I think she did Prague as well. She did also that Spain show, but I just feel like she needed more size. And she's young, so that's something that she can always grow into. But yeah, she's going to do a show soon in the States, which I'm happy for. And I think she could be a girl to win it. But all those girls got a lot of talent in Brazil, especially across a lot of the divisions and in bikini as well. And we're going to go into the depth with it. I didn't want to make this all about wellness, but I think they have a lot of great athletes in their country. So just wanted to get that out of just wanted to get that and give credit where it's due to someone who puts in the work. And I appreciate you, Vitor, for everything. So with that being said, we're going to go into our fifth place girl right here. So in fifth, we had Amanda Marquez. The last show she did, I believe, was the Arnold last year, and she took the whole year off. So she did take time to improve her physique. And from here, she has worn red, she's worn blue, she's worn pink, and it worked well because she already has darker skin tone. I love the makeup. I love the hair. I just think she got a little too conditioned. When she was walking, you kind of saw quad splits. Just obviously she could use a little more upper glute. She is taller and longer, so that's just something that takes more time. But she has like crazy ratios from her width to going into her waist. It's just sometimes fixing the presentation. It's just going to just a little more time for her. But I noticed that she does this shoulder movement, kind of like what Janet does, because Janet's her idol. So you can kind of see who people really like. But overall, I like the physique. She's very pretty. She definitely has a lot of potential. Yeah, you can kind of see when she's walking. Just has to be just has to fill out better. That's it. But honestly, like the improvements from last time. All right. So that's first. That's our fourth. That's our fifth place. Getting into fourth. Miriam. So she's already qualified. She did a show, I think, in November in Brazil, and she already got qualified. So doing this show was great for experience. I honestly love this suit much better than that, like very like pastel purple that she did. It looked too white, but this one looked really good. Um, One common thing I always see in some of these girls is they come in really too conditioned or sometimes presentation conditioned, but she is great in her back pose, but in her front she's like washboard abs, which I think is cool. But it's like you have to meet the standard for bikini, where it's like you're not looking so hard. And one thing I didn't like was how she like did the butt swipe. Don't do that. Sandy would not like that at all. But I think with more time, she just has to understand that you don't get much time. But with there were only 10 girls in the show, so they could take their time in their individuals. But sooner or later, you're gonna have to just expedite your routine and just get to the point. Great physique, love the makeup, love the everything about it. But it's just not coming into condition. Like she's conditioned from the front and like great in the back. It can't be. I honestly had her as a front runner to win, but I understand why she got to where he is. But you have to see like I think she can kind of adjust this a little bit more. Remember, like nice and simple. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I don't want to do that. But she's full. She's great. She's posing very well. Just have to just get to the point, not do all added extra movements. So that's Miriam. All right. Yeah, I definitely think that she can continue to improve, and that's just going to be more time, and obviously doing more shows. Hopefully, she can do shows here in the states if she can get here. But being already qualified, she had nothing to lose doing this show. All right, so that's her. Got third place. I believe her name is Helena. She did qualify in 23, but she couldn't get here because of a visa. She did win one of the shows. I think it was in the summer. I've seen blue or seen red. I like the in purple on her. I like the blue suit the best. The only thing with this teal suit is it matched the background, so it could kind of take away. Um, that dangly jewelry, that bracelet she had was very distracting. It kind of takes your attention away. But the waist and the posing that she has, she's a great poser, and she is a posing coach as well. But just has to like get used to criteria from the US versus what you do in South America. And in the comparisons, I did notice that she was kind of standing too wide, and it kind of made her glutes look smaller. Just has to fill out her and her upper glutes. So when every time she like sways, it's kind of like your eyes are going to that bracelet. Simple jewelry is fine. And you just don't want to make sure that you're not lat flaring, kind of like what in Issa's era that she was doing. So it looks like she's done. Remember, nice and simple. I think she could use a little bit better makeup in her eyes, but this is okay. The neutral colors really help stand her out. And she already has natural darker skin tone, so it works very well. I felt like maybe some parts of the tan could have been better. All right, so it's Helena. Second place, we have Luciana, who is a Olympian as well. So all the top girls are Olympians. Also, with the new girl being going to be a first time Olympian. All right, Luciana. I just think she needs a different. I mean, this pinkish kind of takes. So when I look at her suit, then I look at her makeup. It's kind of like the makeup kind of takes away from the physique. That's just something that can be fixed. She has darker hair, darker skin tone, and then the suit's kind of darker. So you kind of have to use the contrast of dark to light colors to make yourself stand out. So for her, if I'm looking at how this looked, a color that I would prefer on her probably be like a blue, or she has done red. If I was to say, I would say blue or green would be much better preferred. Purple is just dark, dark, dark. You don't want to be like you don't want to be like one tone. You kind of have to have that different set of contrasts of your hair, your skin to wear your suit and make everything stand out. So I think like a blue or a teal. I actually think like an aquamarine would be very good on her, but obviously in this scenario with the sign back here in that teal color, it'd take away. But if it was a different backdrop, I'm not gonna make complaints, but if it was kind of different, maybe a teal suit, but just for how she looks, I think that would be better. Like less is more. She has a great physique. That suit cut, I think, could be better in the back. But the conditioning is good. She doesn't need to add. She doesn't need to get any more leaner. Just has to be more fuller. Like she has a good physique. She just has to present it better. So I think like more of the bluish colors are much better. So on her, and if I'm kind of looking at it, her tan, it's like some parts up here are darker, some parts are lighter. Like it's very like muddy up here, and then it gets kind of lighter. So I mean, tanning issues happen. Just some things that can be fixed. There's great tie-ins. I like that. And what's so crazy is these girls got washboard abs. Like that's someone's dreams abs. But yeah, good physique, just presentation, and just fixing some things. Right. Our winner, our final competitor is Nivea. So she finally won a show. I mean, she did the Brazil show here, and which Vanya won. And it was great that she got in front of Sandy to obviously get in front of some of the best athletes and Olympians. And I think she was getting better every show. I was rooting for her to win. She took second to, I think, Miriam in a show, and then second to a girl in I think it was Paraguay, I believe. And then finally she wins this. So now that she's Olympia qualified, she has no pressure going to shows. I hope she takes some time, and then hopefully she can do a show in the States before the Olympia to get more experience and see how she does. And obviously she can follow the path of what Natalia, Angelica, and East have done in the past. But I definitely like her because she's always smiling. She did get new shoes, thank goodness, because those shoes that she had in the past were like very high and elevated. The teal suit's fine. For this jewel tone, it's much better than it being too dark or too lighter that match the Campinas sign. I like the blue a lot on her. I think that's her signature color. Her makeup is great. I like her hair. Like her back pose really reminds me of Laura Lee. Maybe in the past it was just maybe posing, and or maybe she just didn't fill out her inner upper glutes. But this is a spot on physique, like pretty much on point with everything. And the stage presence, your eyes go to her first because she's smiling. Like she gets to the point in her posing. She doesn't add too much. She doesn't do too much waving or swaying. She is full. She gets right to the point, sets into her pose. She has a really small waist. She isn't too hard, too not like washboard or like armored abbed. I will say it isn't, like I said, it is impressive, but like I said, you have to understand the standards of what bikini is and all about. But honestly, with more experience and getting into these shows with like seasoned pros, I definitely think she can hold her own and she can do very well in the future. And so, yeah, I'm very happy for her, and we'll see how things go. All right. So that's my recap of the top 5 this week. I'm going to the Warrior Classic. It's an NPC show. I'm going to be covering, obviously, looking at my division classic. Also going to be looking at bikini and fit model and see who in this show will get nationally qualified. And let's see where they go. If maybe they decide to hop into Junior USAs or a different show, or if they take some more time to grow. But I'm excited to see how this NPC show goes. I'll definitely get on here, share with you guys the show and the show coverage. I do have a couple guests in the next couple weeks just to give you guys a treat. I have a couple videos to edit from guests that I've had on, and I'm definitely going to upload that to Pro Bikini News Network, GTE podcast. And so you guys have to stay tuned for that. But I appreciate everyone's support, and I'll see you guys next time.